Hello, this is a get started tutorial for how to use the dynamic text display material. In this tutorial, I'm going to cover how to generate custom fonts and how to actually use the material. So once you get this product, you should have one of this, and when you extract, it should look something like this. All you need to do is to copy it, Ctrl C, into your project content folder. Once you copy it into your content folder, you can go ahead and launch UEFN. So after launching your project, you should see something similar to this. It should be in your project folder. We're going to use the ultimate version because it includes all of this and 7 fonts. So this is the M character and this is the V character. And the M character stands for the mesh character, and this writes to the custom primitive data. The V character stands for the verse characters, and they write or they can be controlled by verse or material instances. So let's test that out. Okay. So if you have the light, you should be only able to write up to 10. But if you have the Pro or the Ultimate, you can write up to 40 letters. With the custom primitive, the maximum limit is 35. So let's use the 20 version. And to write on the material, you need to use um the right to mesh or the right to verse to write to the material. So this is a mesh version. I'm going to use the right to mesh to write something. Note that it should actually be in lower cases. That's 20 letters or 20 characters. Now to get the information here, you need to hold shift and left click, sorry. And you should have the text. Hello world, welcome. To do this with the verse version is literally the same process. You need to just use the verse version to generate the text. So hello world. So this is 18, right? Let's use the verse 20 version. Same thing. Hold shift, left click. Hello world verse. Now let's go over the material properties. So we have the colors. This is where we change the colors off of. We have the emissiveness, and then we have the slot spacing. And then we have the facing camera. You can disable it if you don't want it to face the camera. So for example, you can have this. This is actually to positioning the text to the center, because when you change the font, you might need this. Some of the fonts have like higher spacing and stuff. And then this where to change the font. And this is the centering. And to change the head offset, change the tail offset. You don't need this. So let's change the font to something. Let's try this. Then we're going to change the spacing. And then we can use glint. This is just a simple glint effect. So yeah, this is pretty much all the settings. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to control this. So you can actually change the offset of this with the scale, the X scale and the Y scale. Same for this, X scale, Y scale. And you can change the size with the Z scale. Now let's try to create a custom font. So to create a custom font, you can use this or the Photoshop file. I use Affinity, so if you have Affinity, you can just use it. Yeah, we can try this one. Align this properly. Now we scale it down. We export them as 8 bits to have lower sizes. You should go in the font folder. And after doing so, we should have this. Now, we're going to run this. This is going to generate the dynamic spacing data. So what is the space index? For us, our space index is 68. And then what enters spacing? So 0 to 1, like how big do you want the spacing to be? It can be, I'm just going to put it at 0.5. You can put it on 1 if you want more spacing, and 0.1 if you want way less spacing. On 0, you have no spacing. So after that is done, we should have the spacing data. So I'm going to come over here and create our font, our spacing. Our font is going to come here. It's important. And once it's done, you're going to create a texture array, our font. And then we're going to do the same thing for our spacing. Once it's done, you're going to create a texture array and name it our spacing. Now, when you're done with this, you should actually change the compression settings to be a mask. Without it being a mask, it wouldn't work properly. Now we can test it out with this. And there we have it.